that remote away. Let's see. Liz was here. Says I'm ready for despair. You better be ready because we're on to the first investigation. Byakuya was murdered. Lord Fox says, for some reason my phone says it's gonna take 2 hours to download a 1.72 megabyte file. So I'm concerned with the state of my Wi-Fi. Oh jeez. Is that download and install? Maybe, I don't know, even for a 1.72 megabyte file, there's no reason it would take so long to install and like do something on your phone. Here says, honestly, this is my second fave investigation. Oh shit. Alright, let us begin. We've allowed time for people to jump in. So we're gonna begin. Hopefully we'll get through the trial tonight as well. I wanna try to get through this game within 10 streams from now if possible, only because there's other games I'm really looking forward to playing now. I got myself all hyped up for it because I was like, oh, this was on sale the other day, I'm gonna get this. And it's like, oh, I have all these other ones that are related to it, I want to play these too. So kind of like the Humongous Games bundle we did, I want to do that, but for this, and I can share that later if you guys care, but otherwise, you know, whenever it happens, it happens. But I hyped myself up over it. Now I'm excited. Lord Fox says, I can Doug Dimadab to that mate. Oh my god. Liz was here says, not possible. Not possible what? To get it done in like 10 streams. Because I want to try keeping them to like 2-3 hour streams, but I know it's gonna be rough, and I'm gonna have to do much longer if I want to get through it. That's why we'll see. We'll see starting Wednesday how long I can go. Alright, and I'm not doing voices, as I said last time, so just keep an eye on the names if you care about the characters, but normally they show the faces anyway, so you'll be okay. Byakuya? Oh right, that's with the mouse, not enter.
Why is Byakuya?
Alright, good. No, I don't have to scream. It's a pretty long game. Yeah, I know. Just turn on quadruple speed. You know, speed Netflix. Let's just turn on double speed and so we can consume content faster. Oh god, what a horrible feature for Netflix. I just stood there, horrified, as showers of screams rang out behind me, as I gazed quietly at the body of my former friend. That's the other thing, that's all, I have to read it aloud, which makes it take longer, whereas if I was reading it in my head, it would be double speed at least. At least.
What is this?
Oh no! I don't care about him being scared.
Hey!
This is impossible. Don't mess with me. This must be some kind of mistake. This can't be real blood, right? It's gotta be something like jam or sauce. Cause if not this... blah 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 blah. Alright, she's foaming at the mouth again, so she's gonna pass out. Good gracious, things quickly took a turn for the worse. My, now this is interesting.
Thrills, chills, kills!
On this tropical paradise known as Jabberwock Island, the very first murder has finally taken place. Murder?
Could it be?
Hold on, then does this mean... Of course.
That's right!
Byakuya was killed by one of you. What?
Of course!
If you look at the body, you can tell instantly he was obviously murdered. That's a lot of blood. Look, he has such a horrible expression on his face, don't you think? I can't see his face, actually. A face filled with regret that his life was ended by force, all thanks to someone else's selfish desires. To have a dying face such as this. If this isn't murder, then what the heck could it be? Byakuya was most likely sacrificed by someone who really wanted to leave this island. Lies. It's all lies. You're lying that he was murdered. Murdered. The moment I screamed that word, a thick, muddy feeling of despair swelled within my body. Which means that I've accepted the fact that Byakuya was murdered. Elizabeth here says, yo, Patrick Seitz is a great voice actor. Who is he voice? Ford Fox says, God, I think that scream fucked my left ear. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Elizabeth here says, he isn't dead, he's just licking up the jelly. Oh no. Ford Fox says, he's just trying to drink up the juice from the magic 8-ball? Oh God.
What is this?
What is that? What? I do wonder what color that liquid is in the 8-balls. I would imagine it's just clear. I've never opened up one of those 8-balls though and create a mess. What is this?
Could it be?
Is that really Byakuya?
Why?
Why did this happen? Why Byakuya?
Phew.
I see. It appears Fuyuhiko is the only one who isn't here.
What are you gonna do?
So, in the spirit of keeping everyone on the same page, how about we do this the usual way?
A body has been discovered! Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin!
There it is. Class trial?
Hey,
Elizabeth here says Patrick voices Nikumaru. Oh, okay. But Jarek says, I think it's usually blue. Is that blue? I remembered like the piece in the 8-ball, I don't know what shape dice you would call that, is like blue with white text on it, right? But I don't know about like the liquid that holds it. I don't know, it's been a long time since I had like a magic 8-ball though. I've already explained this to you, right? If one of you gets murdered, the rest of you have to debate who you think is the blackened. You're telling us to figure out who the killer is?
correct.
That's right. From this point on, you guys must investigate and uncover the blackened culprit.
That's impossible.
It can't be. Someone actually killed? There's no way. If you make an outburst like that, you'll end up being a suspect.
That's...
I won't believe it. One of us killed Byakuya. There's no way. Something as hopeless as that would ever happen.
No, no, no.
I almost said never, but it said ever, and I had to fix it in my head because never seemed like it worked there. And then I reread it twice in my head, and I'm sorry. Anyway, if you're actually thinking that way, it means you guys are already being conned by the killer. Come on, let's hurry up and begin. An impassioned, life-risking battle between you guys and the Blackened. And it's already started. It started the moment one of you plotted to kill someone. What are you saying?
You can't.
Everyone, please, you should not believe what Monokuma says. No matter how much you interfere, there's only ever one truth.
On my grandfather's.
Is he gonna finish that sentence? Okay. His grandfather's name. You have a grandpa?
On my grandfather's.
Grave.
Me.
Grave? Your grandpa is dead? What happened to him?
On my grandfather's.
Plane. Okay, now I understand why he's not finishing this.
Emergency.
What happened to your grandpa? Did his plane crash?
This is kind of depressing.
I don't even know where to begin. At this rate...
You ain't my comedy partner anymore.
Oh my god, more domestic abuse! Oh my
It hurts
god.
so much when you hit me with a charging corkscrew attack.
Why does he do this? Did you see that? This stunning display of power. Defy your big brother and I will show you no mercy. I will harden my heart and teach you a lesson you won't soon forget. If only I had my magic stick, I'd be able to fight back against Monokuma.
Fine.
Yeah, whatever. Let's just leave the whiny rabbit loser alone and get on with the investigation. Now then, in the spirit of lovey-doubt and dovey deception, put your heart and soul into investigating. I wish you the best of luck. Alright, here we go. And with that, Monokuma vanished, leaving those of us who were grief-stricken alone with our despair.
What
What
is this?
What does this mean? I don't understand this at all. A search for Byakuya's killer? Why did it turn out like this?
What's going on?
Ugh, give me a break. Why do I have to be involved in this horrible situation? can't doubt each other because you're all friends.
Understand?
But Mr. Hamhands really did get killed, right? And if we don't find out who the killer is, we're all gonna get killed, right? It was her. She's the sociopath. That being said, I cannot abide by this. Or it's the princess. Now that I have finally made friends, there's no way I can doubt them.
So,
Seriously? Did you even listen to what I said? It doesn't matter if you can abide by this or not. We gotta do this to survive, right? Then we have no choice but to do it.
I won't forgive you.
No! Friends doubting friends is a major no-no.
Shut up! Shut up!
Just go away already, you useless piece of trash. Oh man. Threats were scary. Jesus, do we really have to do it?
But
No, I don't want to do something like that.
no.
I don't want to do it either. It sounds so scary.
However,
It is just as Hyoko said. If we're going to get killed for not doing it, then we must do it. ... But still, I can't believe one of us killed Byakuya. There's no way I can believe it. There's no way. So for that reason,
Yep.
I'll do it. I'll investigate Byakuya's death. I will do my best to prove there is no killer among us. There's no need to deceive or doubt each other. What we need to fight is not ourselves,
There's no mistake.
but that which is trying to crush us, this despair. This hopeless reality, that's the real enemy we need to fight. If I'm going to survive this, then I have to fight it. Before you start, can I say something?
well,
In closed circle detective games, the player usually has to decide on who's going to guard the crime scene. What should we do?
I know.
Oh yeah, it would be bad if the killer destroyed the evidence and got away with it. Destroyed the evidence?
Pointing.
Look over there. That big, bulky, brawny guy is perfect for the guard job. Alright, gotta find someone else to guard the body. What the heck? What happened?
Man.
That guy has a sensitive heart, despite his looks. Is that what that means?
Hey,
I can be the one who watches the crime scene. I don't have enough confidence to investigate the body, and it's not like I have the brains either. I'll just stay by Byakuya's side. That's the least I can do. That's what guard duty is, right? Mahiru.
yeah. I'll do my best.
I'll do my very best to not get in your way. Oh.
Yes.
I have medical training, so if it's not too much trouble, I can perform an autopsy, please. There we go. So you're gonna stay as well. Is that okay? And what specifically should we be doing now? I have no idea. It's pretty obvious we're all just amateurs. Going through each grain of sand on a beach just to find a clue would be a waste of time. The only ones who can do that are the police, and there's no way amateurs like us would be able to do that.
Hey.
So, let's first rely on our intuition. We'll start from there and prove that none of us could have killed Byakuya. But to perform an autopsy on your friend, how cruel. Well, you don't have much of a choice, so... But I have no choice, right? Yeah, see, even the one that panics knows. There's no way I could do something like decline, right?
I won't believe. I won't believe.
Byakuya got killed. I don't believe that at all. Fine, I'm in.
You are right.
If we are to survive, this is our only path.
This is the worst.
Something like this is the only thing we can do in order to stay alive. Finding out who the killer is, that's our only hope for survival. Something like this is hope. Even so, I still gotta do it. Alright, thanks, Sam. Oh, ta-da, you thought it was time for the investigation, but...
The Monokuma file!
Alright, the file that gives us a little bit of background information. Just as I thought, you amateurs need this, right? What the hell is a Monokuma file?
I don't like this.
Geez, explaining the rules all the time really breaks my bones.
Why
Well, it's not like I have bones in the first place. Like, don't even make me say such lame jokes.
Allow me to explain.
Let's see. The Monokuma file contains precise and detailed information regarding the dead body.
What?
I've brought it to you so you guys can smoothly proceed with the investigation. I'm such a nice guy. I'm so nice I want to be known as the Mother Teresa of the mascot world.
Hey,
Nice, you say. You're just a selfish meanie.
What's this?
My. Monomi the meaningless mascot. You're still here?
you stupid brother.
Don't put me in the meaningless mascot genre.
Damn it.
Come on, let's go. Your turn is already up. Hurry up and get the hell out of here with me. Ouchie, don't pull my ears. They're gonna come off. They're finally gone. The Monokuma file, huh? Anyway, I guess I should look it over just in case. Oh shit, it's a tablet this time. That's awesome. The victim's body was discovered in the dining hall of the old building near the Hotel Mirai. The estimated time of death is 11:30 p.m. The victim was repeatedly stabbed over 10 times between the throat and abdominal region, resulting in death. Aside from that, the body has no other external injuries, and no chemicals such as poison were detected. So, Byakuya is really dead. Damn it, you promised there wouldn't even be one victim. Why do you end up being one? And now, I'll never know what you were going to say to me. I cannot talk to others about my past. I suspect that my skeptical nature is partly to blame. Distrusting others, and being distrusted in turn. For a long time, my life has been a living hell. It was inevitable that I would end up this way. In the end, what did he even mean? Could it be? Even so, if there really is a traitor, isn't that gosh darn awful? Pretending to be your ally and tricking you guys. It can't be helped if someone like that gets killed, right? A traitor? No way. Just because he said a lot of serious things, it doesn't mean he was the traitor. What am I thinking? Monokuma file number 1 has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Anyway, we need to carefully examine everything. That's right, I need to do it. If we're gonna survive this, we need to do it. I have to prepare myself for the worst. Alright, now we're on to the investigation. So with that, we can save. Save? Yeah, okay. Lord Fox says he voices Dio in parts 1 and 3 and also does the aura for Star Platinum because Matthew Mercer sucks at it. Lord Fox says, haha, just pushes off button easy. Intuition shit, man. I only have 4 intelligence. Oh no. Abdominal snowman. Oh no. So mean. Holy crap. Okay. Alright. We'll go one at a time. Ah, this is the metal case Byakuya had with him. I believe he said it was made of duralumin. The last time I saw it, it was closed, but there are a lot of odd things inside this case, like a nightstick and pepper spray. What is this? A hard plastic case, but it's just the case. The inside is empty. I wonder what was inside. But the one thing that really catches my attention is this small key. It must be the key to the other duralumin case. That other case was in the office, and all of the collected dangerous items were inside of it. If the key to that duralumin case is right here, then it's unlikely that the murder weapon used to kill Byakuya was taken from that case. Which means the weapons inside that duralumin case aren't related to Byakuya's murder. Even so, I still don't get it. Why did Byakuya have this duralumin case in the first place? And a case packed with all of the security equipment? Maybe he was being extra cautious just in case? No, that can't be right. That's way too overboard. Could he have known something was going to happen beforehand? And because of that, he went to all this trouble to be extra careful. Duralumin case has been added. Alright. I feel like he's gonna mention, oh, they caught on camera maybe, but pisses me off to think of being watched by a lunatic. There's nothing to do about it, blah blah blah. Okay, no, there's nothing to say about it. Oh, hellbound earring, answer my call.
Impossible.
Is this effort futile as well? Hey, are you still looking for the earring you dropped? It is not a mere earring, it is the Hellhound earring.
Fine.
Long ago, in a faraway land, a beast known as the Hellhound was feared by all, even by he who summoned it. Well, this is certainly random. The Hellhound tore its way through innumerable battlefields, its fangs glistening with blood, and his drenched blood-red fur would dry in the howling winds of loneliness. When I finally tamed that diabolic beast, I received an earring to commemorate that event.
Shiver.
The Hellhound earring. So that I may never forget the night I battled that fearsome Pomeranian. I wear that earring at all times. Pomeranian. Was that really about a friggin' Pomeranian? I understand it's important to you, but for now we need to investigate.
I won't let you!
Where is it? Where did it disappear to? Maybe it fell underneath the floor? The carpet didn't cover the whole floor. It might have fallen through the gaps between the exposed floorboards. So that's what transpired. Such a clever little bauble. Gundam laughed uproariously as he walked toward the wall and pressed his head against the gaps in the floor, and peered beneath the floorboards.
I can see it!
Ah, there it is. I have found it. Truly, that is the Hellhound earring. Hellhound is definitely a chihuahua. Close enough. Yeah, you were close enough, Lord Fox. Close enough. It seems God exists for my benefit. I see. Good for you.
Let me ask.
However, how do I recover it? I cannot fit my arm through this opening. Were I to use a tool, it would probably not reach either. Then maybe you should just give up?
What?
Give up what? The world? I meant give up the earring. Cool. Have you not yet realized? The world will come to an end if the human race were to lose that earring. You humans are so satisfied with clothing yourselves in layers of false knowledge. But even with all those layers, you still will not survive the winter. Oh, why am I being scolded?
Fine.
It was foolish of me to rely on you fools. Fine, I shall do something about it on my own. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must go save the world. He wants that earring back by any means necessary. His determination is truly inspiring. It'd be nice if he actually helped me with the investigation. Gaps in floorboard has been added. I feel like we should check the tables. They're allowed blah blah blah. Ate that much again, blah blah. I don't think so either, but just in case we check underneath the tables. Okay. Like that, and then we'll talk. Why are the windows covered with iron plates? Does it have something to do with the renovation project? No, we're in blah blah. Okay, now we'll talk. Mahiru, are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine.
What's going on?
Is that what you expected me to say? Because I feel terrible. Oh. 1 minute Byakuya is alive and well, and in an instant, something awful suddenly happens. Of course I'm not fine.
Why?
And not only that, but whoever killed him is one of us, right? That hasn't been determined yet. It's already been determined. You've already accepted it, haven't you?
This is the worst.
That we have to find out who the killer is. Find out which friend killed our friend. I don't like it either, but we won't survive if we don't go through with it. It's not just for yourself. We have to do it to protect all of us. If I had only acted calmer during the blackout, Byakuya might still be alive.
This is the worst.
This whole thing would have never happened. Stop blaming yourself. Nothing good will come of it.
Jeez.
Getting cheered up by a boy isn't like me at all.
Got it?
Hey, Hajime, forget about what I just said. Got it? Yeah, that's fine. I got it. Anyway, I won't dwell on it for now. I can't become a burden to everyone. Plus, there might be a clue that only I have access to. A clue?
Hey.
Photos. The one I took just before the blackout, remember? Hey, Byakuya, everyone, come on. I'm gonna take a picture. Alright, say cheese. Snap. Oh yeah, the pictures. Wanna see them? I have a digital camera so I can show them to you right now. Really? Please. Let's see. It's this photo. Right? Anything out of the ordinary? Don't look like it. Next one. Byakuya is on his own. Is that the nurse girl on the left? She looks suspicious. I took these two photos right before the blackout, but is something wrong? I didn't realize it till just now, but right before the blackout, Byakuya was standing in a totally different place than where we found him. Where's this? I'm trying to figure out which table this is. Oh, that's the table on the right. Oh, okay. Wasn't his body under that table with the lamp on top of it? The one underneath the monitor? Yes. And then that was the table all the way in the left side of the room. So he went from left to right. Prior to that, Byakuya was standing along the wall farthest away from that table. You're right, that's pretty far. There's something... Everyone's standing position before the blackout might be a huge clue. Hey, can you approximate everybody's standing position from these photos? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It'd be hard to understand from the photos alone, so it might be better for me to plot it out. But would that actually provide a clue? I don't know yet, but I feel like it could.
Leave it to me.
Got it, then leave it to me. That's pretty much the only job I can do anyway. Thank you. Alright, now that that's decided,
You better do your best.
you better work hard on your investigation too. How much longer are you planning to stand around?
Do you understand?
What's going on? You gotta find out how Byakuya died. Yeah, I know. But it's good she's all fired up now, but she's a totally different person now than when she was feeling down. Alright, what else we got? Get this table real quick. We'll have tasty looking party dishes. In the end, nobody ate much. Talk to him now.
Hey,
We'll investigate the body last. Goldfox says, so how did anyone drag the fatty? Oh god. And yeah, she pointed it out. Yeah, she did. Hey Hajime, there's something I want to run by you. Before the blackout occurred, Byakuya was in the dining hall with the rest of us, right? Yeah, that's right. And if Byakuya's dead body was discovered after the blackout, then don't you think he died during the blackout? Well, yeah. Well, now that you mention it, but why was Byakuya's body under a table? Even if the killer tried to hide him, it's not like he would have stayed hidden forever. Isn't it confusing? No, they just wanted to put him in a weird position so people would be confused. It's not supposed to make sense. That's the point. You're absolutely right. It seems finding out what exactly happened during the blackout is key to solving the mystery. There's no way I'd know. It was so dark during the blackout, I couldn't see a thing.
that's not it.
Although, if seeing was impossible, then there's a possibility someone might have heard something. Heard something? Are you talking about her? I must investigate my classmate's body. Yes, I'm the one who has medical knowledge. That's why I need to do it. To do it somehow. Before you start, why don't you calm down a bit? You're right, I need to calm down first. I'm careless enough as it is. That's pretty obvious from how you fell earlier. I am terribly sorry about that, for showing you something so unsightly. You made me remember it again. Oh my fucking god. Alright. We're not reading that again. That's... God damn it. It's so embarrassing. Please erase it from your memory. Even if you ask me, I won't be able to forget it so easily. Sorry. Oh my god. I can't stand it. Oh my fucking god. Embarrassing pose has been added. Why? Why? Gortfox says, Byakuya, a real hashtag obese gamer. Oh no. Gortfox. What else we got left? Check this out maybe? A remote controlled air conditioner. Air conditioner? Could it be? Hey, all of you, why can't you act a little more grown up? What was that sound just now? The zap. This air conditioner is probably the only machine inside this room, and the air conditioner's remote control. The timer is set to 11:30 p.m. Pretty sure Byakuya's time of death was around the same time. If so, that means that mechanical sound before the blackout, it probably came from this air conditioner. My flashes of inspiration aren't as bad as I thought. AC timer has been added. Alright, now we have to look at the body. Under this very table, Byakuya was... First, I should investigate the top of the table. Though the only thing on top of this table that really catches my eye is this desk lamp. It looks like an antique lamp and it seems rather heavy. The power cord was connected to the outlet, so it would have been useless during the blackout. Other than that, there's nothing else on the table that really stands out to me, so... Now that's not the time for me to flip. I gotta do it. I let out a shout, as if to encourage myself, and quickly looked beneath the table. Immediately, I noticed an unexplainable smell, like rusted iron, hanging in the air. Enduring the stinging pain in the back of my eyes, I slowly shifted my gaze towards Byakuya's body. Byakuya Taogami, the ultimate affluent progeny. He was the kind of guy who said a lot of hurtful things, but he tried his best to lead everyone. Why? Why did he have to end up like this? The only thing I can do right now, for Byakuya's sake, is to uncover the truth behind his death. Go left to right. The body is collapsed face down under the table, as if he was in the middle of attempting something. It looks like he was. According to the Monokuma file, he was repeatedly stabbed between the throat and abdominal region. Repeatedly stabbed. Would one of us really do something so horrible? Monokuma file number 1 has been updated. Body's collapsed, blah blah blah, okay. We already read that. Bloodstain, that's what we want. I didn't click the leftmost one first, god damn it. The blood flowing from Byakuya's body formed a huge pool under the table. That's a lot of blood. There's blood splattered everywhere. Even the inner side of the tablecloth is covered in blood. The blood might have splattered all over the place when he got stabbed. but there don't seem to be any drag marks leading from the blood pool. Blood stain under the table has been added. Knife. The bloody knife. Is this the weapon that killed Byakuya? Hold on. How did the killer bring this knife to the dining hall in the first place? Byakuya thoroughly patted down everyone and thoroughly inspected every corner of this old building. And all the confiscated dangerous items were supposed to be placed in that Duralumin case. It's possible they stole this knife from the case, or they hid it somewhere hard to find. Also, there's one more thing about this knife that's strange. There's some kind of paint that's been applied to the hilt. In the dim light beneath the table, it seems to glow dully. Could this be glowing paint? Knife has been added. Something stuck to the back of the table. Is this duct tape? There seems to be paint applied to the non-sticky side of the duct tape. In the dim light beneath the table, it seems to glow dully. Could this be glowing paint? Alright. Night vision goggles. What is this? It looks like binoculars, but why is there a pair of binoculars under the table?
Hey.
Hajime, those aren't binoculars. Thank God someone told him. Then what are they?
Perhaps.
Those are probably night vision goggles. Night vision goggles? I've seen them at the supermarket on this island. They also stock self-defense kits too. Jesus. If that's the case, did the killer use these night vision goggles to kill Byakuya during the blackout? Night vision goggles has been added. I'm sure I've pretty much investigated what's under the table. Despite the fact that it's just me, I think I'm working pretty hard. Even if it's just a little, I'm sure we're getting close to the truth behind Byakuya's death. Now then, where else should I investigate?
Hajime.
A moment? What is it?
Hey.
When we're finished with the investigation here, would you like to hear what everyone has to say together? If I go by myself, some people might not want to talk to me out of caution. Well, we've been told that one of us is a killer. It can't be helped if everyone's on edge right now. But why me? You're easy to talk to, and I feel like you have a scent similar to mine. What does that mean? Oh, hold on. Just finished off the last of my drink. I'm gonna have to get a new one in a minute here. We both harbor special feelings towards Hope's Peak Academy. Isn't that right? Well, yeah, but... Fine. If we're going together, let's get on with it. There's no time for idle chit-chat.
Thanks.
I'm glad. It'll be a great help. Special feelings, huh? Even so, what he said about us being similar, I don't think I agree.
Now then.
I guess, for now, we should search the inside of this old building and listen to what the others have to say. Not just the dining hall. I think we should consider this whole building the scene of the crime. After all, the blackout that took place at the time would have happened throughout this entire building. Yeah, you're right. Alright, this is a good point to save again. And also, I'm going to take a short break to get a new drink. I think I'm going to try using the bathroom real quick. Stretch. So, take a couple minutes. Take a couple minutes. We'll be right back. Alright, we're good to go. We're back. Hi, Daisy. Hi. Now my cat wants attention as soon as I sat back down. Restart. Start at the front, I guess. Not exiting the building yet. That opened before? So it's not letting me interact. Okay. Check the office. Start from the front, work our way back.
Hajime.
The old building's circuit breaker should be inside this office. Circuit breaker, huh? It might be related to the blackout. So it's better if we check out the circuit breaker first. Where's the circuit breaker? There? That must be this old building's circuit breaker. The blackout probably happened because of this.
I see.
It doesn't look like someone did anything to it. Nothing else looks suspicious either. The circuit breaker is pretty high up. Even if you use a stepladder, you won't reach it. Yeah, I totally agree. That's why it's so mysterious. Well, during the blackout, I was panicking so bad I forgot about that, but you're right. Even with a stepladder, there's no way you'd be able to reach that circuit breaker. Which means someone must have reset the breaker after the blackout. But who? I did it!
Whoa!
It's here!
Actually,
You idiots had no idea what to do about the blackout, so I'm the one who reset the circuit breaker.
by the way,
I'm not the only one who tripped the breaker. The killer did that, of course. But how did someone as small as you reset the breaker?
hey,
Well, firstly, my eyes work real good at night, so I have no trouble seeing in the dark. And if you want to know how I reach the circuit breaker, my body stretches. You know, I'm very elastic.
I won't be fooled.
Liar.
it's true.
I'm serious. Want to see? Want to see a version of Monokuma with his body all stretched out? It's gross. It's grotesque. No thanks. Just imagining it makes me want to puke. Oh, really? Such a shame.
So cool.
Still, don't you think Monokuma's such a nice guy? In a popularity contest, he'd take first place. I don't know about that. What the hell? So he's the one who reset the breaker. Well, in that case, I'm convinced. There's no way he would be able to reach that. If that's the case, how did the killer trip the circuit breaker? If they didn't trip it or set it up to be tripped. Alright, let's take a look around. Monitor doesn't matter. Talk to him first, I guess.
Maybe.
Hey, isn't Pico the killer? Why do you think that?
I mean,
Well, she wandered off somewhere, even though she was supposed to be in the office. When we were looking for Byakuya after Blackout, I went to the office right away, but when I got here, she was gone.
well,
I shouldn't say this too loudly, or else Miss Sonia will yell at me. Pico's probably the one who tripped the circuit breaker and used the Blackout to her advantage to kill Byakuya.
hey,
And don't you think she's looked kind of ruthless too? Like an assassin, right? Well, it's not like you look any better. Kazuichi's account has been added. Is this the desk the staff used for busy work? There's nothing in particular that catches my eye. This Duralumin case. It should contain all the dangerous items Byakuya collected.
hey,
Maybe we should check inside, just to be safe. But it's locked.
yep.
Byakuya had the key to this particular Duralumin case with him. We already even acknowledged this. Hajime's the same as fucking first protagonist, where they act dumb. We even acknowledged that we picked up the key for the other case. But it's locked! We have the fucking key! Stop! Check it out. I brought it with me, so there's no need to worry. Hey, is it okay to take that key without permission?
Now.
It's forbidden to tamper with the crime scene, but if we don't, we can't check inside this case, right? So I should open it. This guy, he doesn't feel any remorse. Click.
See?
It's open. Forks, kitchen knives, iron skewers, and various tools are crammed inside. But it's not possible that the killer took anything from here, because the key to this case was inside the case Byakuya had with him. I guess you're right about that. And we found the murder weapon. Whatever.
Hey,
There might be more clues at this place too. Let's try to investigate carefully. Check that first. This remote control is for the office's air conditioner. Huh? The timer here is set to 11:30 p.m. Wasn't the timer for the air conditioner in the dining hall also set for that time? It can't be a coincidence, right? AC timer has been updated. I can already tell. You doubt me, correct? Huh? However, it does not surprise me. An unexpected blackout occurred, and during that time, Byakuya was killed.
Anyway,
The circuit breaker is in this office. Naturally, I look suspicious since I was supposed to be here.
Wait!
Supposed to be here? Does that mean...
I see.
So I was right. You weren't in the office. But why? Weren't you supposed to guard the circuit breaker and the Duralumin case with all the weapons in it?
Huh?
So, where'd you run off to on your own? Well, that is... Ugh. Ugh. Pico suddenly dropped to one knee and started groaning on the spot. Hey, what happened? No, I'm just not feeling too well. I apologize, but... Excuse me.
What the heck?
Excuse me? What was that?
Hey,
Pico, it appears the bathroom inside this old building is currently occupied, so I recommend either the hotel lobby or your cottage. Huh? So, it seems like it would be a tough path. With cold sweat dripping from her forehead, Pico wobbled out of the office. What happened to her? It's kind of hard for me to say it myself. I already feel bad enough for Pico as it is. What does that mean?
huh?
I mean, is it cool? She didn't, like, run away or something.
That's right.
Because if she ran away, she's obviously the killer. I'm almost positive. Is that really what it is?
Now then.
I guess we're done with the office. Don't you think so? We should get going. Okay, let me open up my new drink. I got a Diet Coke now. Need a drink. There we go. Is it still occupied? Clatter, clatter. Huh? It's locked. Someone appears to be inside. Since it's a unisex bathroom, I don't know who's actually in there.
Hey!
Is someone in there? We knocked on the door and tried calling out to whoever was on the other side, but there's no response. This is going nowhere. I guess we should give up for now and check on it later. Yeah, you're right. Alright, so probably gonna be the last thing we check. What do you gotta say?
I see.
Apparently, a great man once said, investigations should be done on foot. So, that's why I'm also using my feet. I'm just walking around for no particular reason. Alright, so she's useless. Great. Well, if there's no reason, there's no meaning. Hey, Hajime, I just realized something. Could she, by any chance, know what happened during the blackout? Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
Are you serious?
Huh? How do you know? So you did hear us, even though Hajime and I were talking pretty softly just now. Not only do I have a perfect face, style, and personality, I also have perfect ears. I see. It looks like you literally have needles in your ears, so I'm not sure about that. If your hearing is so good, maybe you heard what actually happened during the blackout.
Hey,
When the blackout happened, you could hear everybody's voice throughout the dining hall, right? We couldn't tell, but you would have been able to make out who to, right? Just leave it to Ibuki. It'll be easy as fried rice with gravy. Huh? Lolly la la. I'll heartily eat it for breakfast.
I see.
Oh, you mean like it'll be easy as pie, except eating fried rice with gravy for breakfast is kind of heavy. Any fried rice that isn't fried rice with gravy is so wrong. You should make a metaphor with a more common type of fried rice, like egg fried rice or lettuce fried rice. Anyway, can you tell us what you heard?
I got it!
Leave it to me. I'm gonna take a bite out of you. Please
Yep.
don't. If you tell us, I'll let you bite Hajime later. Oh no, stop it. What if she takes you seriously? She's gonna eat us. Oh no. We're gonna be killed. She's a cannibal. Let's see. The first person who raised their voice during the blackout was... That's right. It was Mahiro.
It's a blackout!
Next was Kazuichi's voice, and then the next voice was mine.
Hey, I can't see anything.
It's pitch black! My future is pitch black!
Kyahaha. What a nice remark I made. It's to the point and has its own unique charm. Just continue. Then there were more voices, one after the other.
Everyone, calm down! We gotta stay calm in a situation like this! Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is... Ow!
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know!
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Perhaps the breaker overloaded?
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
Alrighties, that's pretty much it. Aren't I awesome? Praise me, give me lots of praise. I heard you the first time. Seriously, don't get any closer. Hey Nagado, say something to her. ... Hey, did something happen? No, I was just thinking about what Byakuya said during the blackout. What Byakuya said?
Hey,
Why did he say something like that? Rather, why was he able to say that? What the hell? What's going on here? And this is... What do you mean? About that, why don't we discuss it after we've investigated a little bit more? For now, I can't really say anything for certain. Well, it's not like I really care. Oh my god.
yep.
Anyway, don't you think Ibuki's account just now is an important clue that will lead us to the truth?
Yahoo!
Then praise me, let me bite you. What the fuck? Ouch, why are you really biting me? Alright, slap her. That's it, just slap her, get her away. Just, Ibuki's account has been added. Alright, who else we gotta talk to? Alright, Sonia, you're next. There's something I want to ask you. What is it?
It is strange,
It appears that only that wall is a different color and material. Why is that?
Perhaps.
Oh, it's probably a fire door. Fire door? You've never seen one before? It's a door that shuts to keep fire from spreading by containing it. If that happens, you can run away, right?
Wow.
I see. It's like a barrier, just like lining up plastic bottles around the house. That's only done to keep cats from getting in. You know about keeping cats from getting inside, but you don't know about fire doors.
I am ashamed.
Truly, I am culturally ignorant. I am ashamed of myself. Alright. Fire door has been added. So, okay. Kitchen? Alright, kitchen next. I don't think Dama's here, Gorge Fox. So, nope. Let's look at everything in the kitchen first. Chinese, Japanese, French, and Italian cuisine, fish dishes, and a big piece of meat on the bone too. Isn't it amazing? That meat is so big, even I was shocked.
Well,
It's a
guess
dish
that's
fit for
about it.
tropical island. I've never been able to get meat like this in Aoyama or Azabu. I'd never be able to get meat like this in my hometown, much less Aoyama or Azabu. I get it, you don't have to repeat yourself, but it's so big. Where did you get it? I asked Nikomaru. Apparently, he killed the cow at the ranch with his bare hands and brought it over. Jesus. His bare hands? That's a little hard to believe, but it doesn't seem completely impossible either. Those hands of his, they look like they specialize in punching things. I wouldn't want to get punched by those hands. Fair enough. Seriously, Nikomaru is so wild. He's totally right at home in a country setting. I'm so jealous. My hometown is near Oyama and Nozabu, so wild country things like that, they slip my mind a lot, you know?
Man.
Well, I guess this meat has gone to waste, since this awfulness happened right when the party started. The only ones who ate any food were Akane and Pico, who took some portions for herself. Don't say that. After I worked so hard to cook the world's most refined party dishes, only 2 people actually tasted them.
To tell you the truth.
Well, it's not like I actually believe it, but if there really is a killer out there, I'll probably never be able to forgive that killer. He's scary when he's mad. Party dishes has been added. Huh. Interesting. Did you catch that, Gord Fox? Because I caught that. Byakuya must have confiscated all of the dangerous items on the kitchen's equipment list. Well, just from reading through this list, it looks like the knife next to Byakuya's body didn't come from the kitchen. It appears to have been brought from outside. From outside? Then how did the killer get past Byakuya's body check?
That's weird.
Strange, isn't it? I mean, he didn't even go easy on the girls when he was performing the pat-downs. If that's the case, they probably brought the knife in advance and hid it somewhere.
Hey,
Still, it's surprising how much equipment this kitchen has. There are iron plates for barbecuing, and even a portable stove for cooking hot pots. But this is all stuff that doesn't pertain to the murder, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I agree. Kitchen equipment list has been added. Is that it? Alright, so I guess we just talked to him now. Hey, were you in the kitchen during the blackout terror too? That blackout totally startled me. At first, I thought it was just in the kitchen, but when I finally managed to get out of the kitchen, the hallway was pitch black too. And then I heard everybody's voices, so I fumbled along the wall and tried to feel my way to the dining hall. But that place was pitch black too. It was like pitch black everywhere. Couldn't you have used that kitchen stove as a light?
No.
Ah, that's impossible. This gas stove needs electricity to work, so it was directly affected by the blackout. I see. Then I guess it's not possible. Since you work with fire in the kitchen, I figured you'd be able to use it as a light source or something, but I guess it's not that easy. Teru's account has been added. I guess I'm pretty much finished investigating the kitchen for now. Nagito, let's get going.
You're right.
Yeah, sure thing. Where Fox says, I certainly caught it. I also caught a cold. And a fish. Damn. Well, congrats on catching the fish. Not so much on the cold. Look at Nagito. How come Byakuya was able to say something like that in the darkness? Like, what the hell? What's going on here? And this is... It makes me wonder. Nothing of importance. This storage room is really dusty and dark.
Wow.
My hands were full cleaning the dining hall, so I couldn't even touch this room. It even has cobwebs. There's no way I could stay in here for a long time. Alright, check this first, I guess. Are these irons? It looks like they were recently turned on, but why are there 3 irons on this ironing board? Just as I thought, your eyes don't miss a thing. When I was looking for Byakuya after the blackout, I also found these irons, but when I found them, all 3 of them were turned on. Turned on?
Yep.
It'd be bad if another blackout happened, so I turned them off. But doesn't this feel kind of sinister? Sinister? Irons in storage room has been added. There's an awful lot of boxes. We don't have time. We don't have to. Okay, I think this is just wrong is all. We don't have the time to go through each and every one of them. I guess I should really leave them alone. I should leave them alone.
Yep.
God, my head. A wise decision. There's a huge piece of cloth randomly shoved in here.
Perhaps.
Is this a tablecloth? Oh, a tablecloth? Wait, huh? Hold on, there's something else. Is this a blood stain?
Huh?
A blood stain? Come here, take a closer look. It's too dark. I can't really see that clearly. There's no mistaking it. This is clearly a blood stain. Which means this tablecloth is connected to Byakuya's murder, right?
Well,
if that tablecloth has a blood stain on it, then it's a possibility. Seriously, it is a blood stain. Storage room tablecloth has been added.
Hajime.
How much longer are you gonna stay in this dark place? You're just wasting your time. Let's move on and investigate other places already. Ah, I get it. You're right. Stacks of clean tablecloths. It looks like they haven't been used yet. I guess there's nothing strange here. Strange that he doesn't want us looking.
Yep. Hajime.
What the fuck? Nakito?
Wow.
My hands were full cleaning the dining hall, so I couldn't even touch this room.
Yep.
Daenerys says, I feel stupid. I definitely didn't catch it. We'll go over it in a minute before the trial. Lord Fox says it's okay, King. We're all geniuses here. Hell yeah. Okay, it looks like you're pretty much finished looking around the old building.
Hey.
So how about we check out Byakuya's cottage? Byakuya's cottage?
Yep.
There might be clues there, so I thought it'd be good to check it out just in case. But I was scared I might encounter some danger if I went there by myself. Well, I don't really mind going there together, but aren't you worried about the possibility that I might be that dangerous?
Hey.
You mean, am I worried about you being the killer? To be honest, I don't think you're the killer. In fact, I can't even imagine it. It's like, instead of living with doubt in others, it's so much better to die believing in others. Don't talk like that. We're doing this so we can live, you know?
I see.
As I thought. You sure are strong. You are definitely the chosen one. Chosen by Hope's Peak Academy.
All right.
Alright, then let's get going. To Byakuya's cottage. Yeah. I don't know why, but every time we talk, I don't really know how I'm supposed to react. The moment I left the old building, there was a strange scene unfolding before me.
Hey, what are you doing?
They're trying to get to
What
the
am I
earring still.
doing, you say? Ha! Now that is truly a foolish question.
They're trying to get to the fucking earring, aren't they?
We're just checking to see if we can get under the floor from here.
Oh my fucking god, it's all
Under
for
the
the earring.
floor? Why?
Who said it was futile? Who decided it was impossible?
Gundam's great.
How did you know I cannot recover my earring?
If it is possible to get under the floor, it'll change our understanding of the murder, I think. So I thought it was important to check it.
I see.
Under the floor, huh? I never considered thinking of it like that. What do you mean?
See?
Come on, think about it.
Hey,
The carpet I laid didn't reach the table where we found Byakuya's body, right? And the dining hall floor had huge gaps between the floorboards. Then, is it possible that the killer killed Byakuya by stabbing him from beneath the floor?
Yep.
That's what I thought, so I'm trying to see if we can get under it from here. Well, I guess it's not possible to get under the floor from outside. The building is surrounded by firm fences, so there's no way to sneak under the floor from there.
but
Even so, I couldn't find a way to get under the floor from inside the building either. You think there's a possibility that there's a hidden hole somewhere?
wow.
No, that's not possible. Are you sure? At any rate, it seems that you can't get under the floor from outside the building. That's a relief. Relief? Why? Because if you can get under the floor from the outside, there'd only be one logical suspect. The only person who didn't come to the party and also doesn't have an alibi. Oh right, Fuyiko.
So,
I suspected him too. That's why I was checking to see if it's possible to get under the floor from outside.
well,
Speaking of which, not long after I began guarding the entrance, Fuyiko came here. Huh? He did.
huh?
What happened, Fuyiko?
Huh?
Oh hey, what are you doing here? All alone in a place like this?
Yep.
I'm standing guard so Monokuma doesn't come inside.
Huh.
How diligent of you.
Hey.
You're not coming to the party?
What are you saying?
Hell no, not even if you paid me. Parties are stupid. They make me want to puke. You want to come to the party, right? Isn't that why you came here? Of course not. I was just going for a damn walk. What? Do I have to report to you every time I want to go for a fucking walk?
That's wrong.
No, it's not like that, but... Then leave me alone. Damn, dude. And then he just left. So that happened, but why did he come here?
See?
He probably wants to be part of the group, but he can't be honest about it. He believes he's different from everyone else. That's why he's always alone.
Hey.
He's like the main character of an RPG. Have you played those before? Huh? When did we start talking about video games? Hyaki's account has been added.
I see.
Even though we don't really know what he's thinking, I don't think we have any reason to doubt him.
I'm glad.
That's a relief. I'm glad. You keep saying you're glad, but we have no idea who the killer is. ... Well, I guess for now we should stick to the plan and head over to Byakuya's cottage. As long as the probability is greater than 0, that will suffice.
I have not unleashed even half of my power yet.
I will most assuredly reclaim the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands. It seems he has no intention of investigating. Okay, so we need to go to the cottage over here. Oh, we gotta talk to him too. What the hell? Didn't I tell you to leave me alone? That's not happening. Didn't you hear Monokuma's announcement? Of course I did. Apparently Byakuya is the one who got killed. So what? What did you say? Do you think I'm the killer? Think whatever you want. I'm used to being mistrusted. That's not why I'm... Whatever, just tell me what you were doing while everyone else was at the party. Checking my alibi, huh? Well, I don't have one. I was just chilling in my cottage all by myself during that time. The whole time. Because Chiaki said she saw you in front of the old building.
Shut up!
Nosy bitch. Oh my god. It's true I went for a little walk, and then, just by chance, I ended up passing by the old building. Were you really going for a walk? Don't tell me you were actually trying to join the party.
Don't fuck with me!
Why the hell would I do that? It's a coincidence. A coincidence. Alright, I got it. Dumbass. Jesus. kill mean? Save again real quick. I know, I actively save. It's for the best. Bird Fox says, also, there weren't any blood trails in the dining room, so it doesn't appear his body wasn't dragged underneath the table after his murder. Yeah, he was there already, it seems like. Something like that. Is something downloading? Why is my internet? Seeing you updating the game? Whatever. We'll just hope that the game or the stream stays up, because it looks like it went back to normal. We dropped like 1.3k frames there. Jeez. The worst is cottage. Lead the way.
All right.
Now then, we must head over to Byakuya's cottage. If you get lost, check the map in the student handbook. Where's Byakuya? See the one with the glasses here? So if we go right here. It? Yeah, here we go. Huh? It's locked.
Hey.
I guess we need to ask him for help. And so Nagito took a deep breath.
Hey!
Monokuma.
Did you call me?
Yay! Did you call me? Nagito, when did you train Monokuma?
Hey.
Hey Monokuma, I was wondering if you can do us a favor. There's something we want to investigate.
What's this?
Hey, who are you talking to? That's just my after image. When I get serious, my after image is unleashed. I can even play soccer by myself as long as I have this cloning technique. Thought it'd be boring to play alone. I don't have time for this. Just hurry up and open Byakuya's cottage already.
Well,
This is for the class trial. It's something we really need. For the class trial?
This is troubling.
If it's for the class trial, there's no way I can refuse. Now then, there's only one spell that can open these doors.
Loose!
Clack.
I'll leave the
See?
rest to you.
I've unlocked the door. Now you can investigate to your heart's content. Why does it open with a magic spell?
jeez.
It's probably powered by electricity. At any rate, that performance was a waste of time. I see. I guess we should go inside then.
You're right.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Alright, let's go bed first. This bed. Nothing about it really catches my eye. Okay. The window? Looks like the room's interior design isn't that different than mine. There's not much to worry about here. Envelope. There's an envelope on the table. Is it a letter someone sent to Byakuya?
That's weird.
There's no sender. That looks pretty suspicious.
Hajime.
You should check what's inside. Yeah, you're right. Let's see. Huh? Be careful. The first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone. Be careful. I've already read it. This is...
This is...
Is this a crime warning? No, if it says be careful, it's probably a threatening letter. Regardless, who would send something like this? Maybe this is why Byakuya suddenly decided to throw a party. Huh? The first kill will happen tonight, because someone made this threat to Byakuya. He gathered everyone in one area and was extremely cautious about all the dangerous items. He was trying to create a scenario in which everyone could monitor each other. He thought if he did that, nobody would be able to kill anyone. So he believed this crazy letter? He couldn't ignore the possibility of this happening, even if it was just a worst-case scenario. Remember what Byakuya kept saying? How he wouldn't let anyone become a victim? He couldn't overlook that slim possibility, just to keep his promise. Then why did he keep it a secret? If he had just told us.
Nope.
He probably couldn't. He probably thought that was also a worst-case scenario. What do you mean? If everyone knew what was in this letter, whether it's a lie or not, everyone would have likely begun to doubt each other, and at that point there'd be no turning back. So Byakuya tried to do something about this all by himself, without telling anyone?
Yep.
His strong sense of responsibility is the only explanation I can think of. Okay. Anyway, whoever sent Byakuya this letter also killed him. Is that what you're saying?
Sorry.
No, this could be a prank, and it might have nothing to do with Byakuya's death at all. What was that? He suddenly became really quiet. See, he doesn't want to believe one of us could be a killer. But still, we've come all this way here, and it's the only thing I can think of. The person who wrote this letter murdered Byakuya. If that's the case, that person completely predicted how Byakuya would react once he received it, right? They planned to manipulate Byakuya and killed him right before our eyes, in that old building. Damn it, who the hell would do that? Murder threat has been added.
Hey,
As you may, there's probably not much time left until the class trial starts. Probably. Which reminds me. You asked Mahiro for a favor earlier, right? Yeah, I wanted to find out where everybody was standing just before the blackout. He's probably finished by now. You're coming with me, right?
sorry.
Sorry, that's all you. Huh? I need some time alone. I'd like some time to collect my thoughts. I see, I understand.
Hey,
Also, if you're going back to the old building, you should hear what Mikan has to say as well. I think the results of her autopsy should be ready by now.
bye now.
I'll see you later. He was pretty pale. I wonder if he's okay. But now's not the time for me to worry about Nagito. There isn't much time left. I better hurry over to the old building. The shower room is beyond here. It's well organized and there's nothing suspicious about it. Nothing here really looks like a clue. Right. Oh boy. Oh, there's something I want to check though at the old building too. What the hell was that loud voice just now? The bathroom seems to be open, but I don't really need to go right now. There's really no need for me to go inside. I feel so lighthearted right now. I, Nikomaru Nidai, have been reborn. I have no intention of losing anymore. Losing to who? I won't lose to anyone, not even to my past self. That sounds cool and all, but what are you even talking about? What? I don't know who was behind it, but someone tried to make a shitty bastard out of me. Some scoundrel was occupying the bathroom before the party was about to start. Now that you mention it, you said something like that shortly after the party started. I've been trying to use it many times, but the door just won't open at all. However, if you think I'd be angered by something like that, you've all underestimated my nerve and patience. Do all and achieve all with one's presence of mind. That is the goal of a true leader. In other words, a leader must never falter in any situation, but always have the presence of one's mind. He says that, but I'm pretty sure he was shaken up by that whole ordeal. Oh well, let's not to go into it. Anyway, so you're saying the bathroom door was shut from before the party started to after the blackout?
So what I mean is...
And the bathroom was finally unoccupied after Byakuya's body was found. That's about how long that lasted. What he said sounds stupid and irrelevant, but I should remember it just in case. Nikomaru's account has been added. So can we check now? The bathroom seems to be open. Oh my god, we need to check though. Maybe that's where the fucking secret hole is to get underneath the floorboard. I want to check here too. What? Nagito really didn't want me looking through here for some reason. There's an awful lot of boxes. Oh my god, and now we can't. So fucking upset. God damn it. It was worth a shot. Oh my god, Gord Fox, stop. Just stop. Anyway, we need to talk to Mahiru and the nurse. I forget the nurse's name. Or was that Mahiru? No, that one's Mahiru. This is Mikan. So, Mahiru first.
Hey!
Hey, you're here. Where the hell did you wander off to? I wasn't wandering. I was investigating as much as I could. I see. Well, if you weren't slacking off, then I guess it's fine. So, did you find anything? Yeah, sorta. You don't sound too sure.
Hey.
Well, just take a look at this. Just as you told me, using the two photos I took before the blackout. I tried to pinpoint where everyone was standing. When I did, this diagram was the result. That's actually a pretty good diagram. So this is everyone's standing position before the blackout. Everyone pretty much in the dining hall. I've made this diagram from analyzing those photos, so I'm pretty sure it's accurate. Just as I thought, Byakuya was standing a far distance from that table. It's impossible. There's no way he'd be able to move that far during the blackout, unless he was the one wearing the night vision goggles, which is why he was looking under the floorboards. Huh? What's this line extending from the table where Byakuya was killed? It's the desk lamp. I drew the power cord for it just in case. Oh, we have to go back to the storage room. The power cord is for the desk lamp. That cord is extending from the table where Byakuya was killed. That means... Wait. Yeah, no, that's the storage room.
Hey,
So, did you find something? It's not clear to me yet, but I guess you're right. I didn't really understand it myself when I was drawing it. I have a feeling that it's either a potential clue or just a waste of labor. No, it wasn't a waste at all. Huh? It's not clear to me yet, but there's no mistake that a clue is hidden here. An extremely important clue. Alright, now we gotta talk to the nurse. If you'd like, I can tell you a little bit of what I want to say. Did you find out anything? I tried, within reason, to perform an autopsy on Byakuya's body.
well,
And I discovered there were several puncture wounds around Byakuya's chest and abdominal region. Deep wounds, deep enough to reach his lungs and internal organs. It can be assumed that a very thin, sharp object around 5 millimeters in diameter was used to stab him over and over again, which is what I believe. Wario. Hey, are you okay? I'm sorry. Talking about it made me sad. No need to push yourself. I mostly got the gist of what you wanted to say. I'm sorry. Still, around 5 millimeters in diameter, huh? Isn't that pretty thin? That's as thin as an ice pick or an owl? What's an AWL? Owl? I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. Mikan's autopsy results has been added. Wait, we didn't go check the fucking storage room again, because that's where the power cord goes to.
Alrighty, guys, it's finally time. That's right, it's time for the long-awaited class trial. Now
Oh,
then,
shit.
I shall tell you all the meeting place. At the central island of Jabberwock Island, there is a mountain with my adorable face carved into it. That, my friends, is Monokuma Rock. Once you're there, please proceed to the underground by taking the elevator located at the secret entrance. I'll see you soon!
A mountain with a carving of Monokuma's face at the central island? Wait, that was the bridge right there. I'm an idiot. Sorry. Blah, 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 blah. I have a feeling there was a rocking over there. What? How do I look at the map? I don't know. I guess we'll, I guess it sent us the middle island instantly. Holy shit, that thing's gonna kill us. So I guess we just have to keep walking and look for this. Not Jabberwock Park. We have to go somewhere else, based off what that map said. Lord Fox says an awl is a tool with a thin, sharp point used to poke holes in leather. So while I looked that up, why are we in 2D platformer mode? We have to go to Monokuma Mountain to go to the class trial. Which I'm looking for, and I went the wrong direction to get there. Hey, we found it. Oh, that's totally not eerie. And Eric says you legit turned around at Monokuma Rock. Yeah, I realize that now. I fucked up. Huh?
Are you kidding me?
Hey, what the heck is that mountain? When did that get there? Never mind that. How did they even make a mountain shaped like Monokuma? That story might be true after all. There might be an enormous organization involved in all this. You mean what Byakuya said before, right?
you are right.
Byakuya, we still needed his knowledge. I still can't believe he's dead. Byakuya. Dot dot dot. What happened to Gundam and Fujiko? Now that you mention it, it appears they aren't here yet.
I got it!
Ah, I know. They probably ran away.
No way!
Oh, hell no. There's no way I'd let them escape, you know. Look, I dragged this one back over here.
Don't fuck with me!
I'm telling you, let me go.
Hey!
Hey now, if you keep
Come
acting
on
violent,
now.
I might just eat you up.
Hey!
Oh no, now the bear's a cannibal. Hey, Fuyiko, what were you doing all this time?
Huh?
Nothing. I wasn't really doing anything. I was just chilling in my room when I suddenly heard that fat bastard got killed. Who the fuck cares about that anyway? You. How can you say something so irresponsible?
Do you understand?
We've been doing our best to investigate this murder, even though we don't want to, just to survive.
Wait!
Mahiro, that's enough. You too, Fuyiko. Dumbass. I guess we're waiting for Gundam?
What happened?
I am right here.
sinner?
Oh, no.
Now then, let us begin.
Remember this well. A main character arrives when he intends to. Huh.
Hey,
It seems you noticed it too. If I did, then I'm right.
Well now.
Now that everyone's all together, let's take the secret entrance to the trial field. Please wait a second.
What's this?
My mind, Manomi. Just what are you doing here? Nobody asked for you. I.
What?
Do you actually want to join in?
You masochistic
Do you want to taste how
mascot.
powerless you are at the class trial? You're an even bigger masochist than I thought.
Special bleeding service!
Oh well, I'm a big brother who dotes on his little sister. I shall allow your special participation.
See ya later!
I'll go on ahead and wait for you guys, so hurry over.
Huh?
He told us to come, but how do we get there? I don't see any doors or vehicles.
What's going on?
You mentioned something about a secret entrance, was it? Secret entrance. Oh, that's totally not creepy. It's scary. What the? Something's shaking. This is dangerous. Everyone, please get down. Oh, that's awesome. All right, no longer scary. This is awesome. Something came out. Could it be? Is he telling us to enter it?
What?
Such a suspicious aura. Even Crimson Steel Elephant Magazi is trembling with fear. Ola, that's so totally suspicious.
Hey!
Forgive me, seriously, just forgive me already. Hey, why don't we just stop here? I mean, none of this is real anyway. Like, not even remotely.
No way!
There's just no way we'll find the killer.
Stupid.
Complaining won't get us anywhere. If you're really a man, then man up for God's sake. We've come this far, we have no choice but to keep moving forward. You're right, there's nowhere for us to run. We need to do it. If that's everyone's decision, I'll just follow you guys.
Yep.
If this were a video game, it'd have a very high difficulty level. Let's do our best to clear the game. ... Shaking with fear and nervousness, I hesitantly lifted my feet and stepped onto the escalator. I won't think anymore. If I think, I'll run away. All I could do was stare upward intensely as the escalator carried me. And when each of us entered Monokuma Rock, God. This is an elevator. I see. This entire rock is an elevator. Once again, Monokuma is doing what he pleases.
However,
If he's gone this far and made something like this, I don't think he's playing around. Even so, we're going pretty deep. Right. I heard an unnerving chattering sound inside my head. I soon realized it was the sound of my teeth. All I could do was purse my lips tightly so everyone else couldn't hear it. Okay, there we go. There we were, listening to unpleasant roars as the elevator plunged deeper and deeper into the earth. Some time passed before the elevator finally finished descending. And then, the elevator door slowly opened.
Welcome!
This is the class trial field. How do you like it? It's a special place that will decide your fates.
Why, you...
What the hell is he thinking, locking us in a shitty looking place like this?
Don't fuck with me!
Are you fucking crazy? Don't mess with me, asshole. Complain all you like, I'm used to it by now. Come on, you're wasting your time and energy. Hurry up and take your seats when your names are written. It looks like everyone knows. Even if we try to resist, it won't change a thing. Just as Monokuma ordered, we walked towards the seats we had been assigned. see. Lord Fox says a wizard is never early, nor is he ever late. He arrives precisely when he means to. Yep. And Ark says secret quotes. Entrance. Yeah, well, it was secret up until, you know, everyone's aware of it now. Lord Fox says, oh, I hate assigned seating. Well, too bad. From this point on, we need to find out who killed Byakuya. The ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Togami. He was overly critical, arrogant, and condescending, but he had also had a strong sense of responsibility. As we were panicking, he accepted his role as leader and tried his very best to keep us together. A guy like him got murdered. The person who did it is one of us. I can't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. But if it's really true, we need to find out by any means possible, because that's our only option. There's no way for us to survive unless we sacrifice the killer. And so, this life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair has begun. Yes, I want to save progress. Let's see. We have no skills. Absolutely zero. Alright, nice. We don't have skill points either, though. Truth bullets. So what we got? We're gonna go over the clues real quick. Onokuma file number 1. Knife. Blood standing under the table. Gaps in floorboard. AC timer. Night vision goggles. Embarrassing pose. Why? Duralumin case. Ibuki's account. Irons in storage room. Storage room tablecloth. Terror's account. Party dishes. Fire door. Kitchen equipment list. Chiaki's account. Murder threat. Kazuichi's account. Mikan's autopsy results. And Nikomaru's account. Alright. What's this? Alright. Clean that. Oh shit, she's dead. Oh no, there's a second murder already! Oh no! A do-over. Oh no! Fuck! We had a second murder. Oh no. Okay. We're gonna take another short break. Stretch, get food, get a drink, go bathroom, whatever you need, because we're doing the trial tonight. We're gonna do the trial and complete it tonight. Lord Fox says, take care of your fucking Tamagotchi, dick. I'm sorry! I didn't mean for it to die! I just saw that there was a notification. I was like, oh wait, what's this? And I forgot! Oh no! Anyway, few minute break. Alright, we're gonna go to break screen this time. So, stretch, whatever you need to do. We'll be back in a few minutes. Go, go, go! I'm ready. You guys ready? Fox says, gamers, I gave myself a learning disability. How do we manage that? What? We're not changing anything. I just wanted to look, make sure it was on the normal difficulty we had it on. I was right. Fargo already ended on my Blu-ray player, so we're gonna restart that real quick. Last second, it's going through this the preview shit. Did you get yourself a drink board, Fox? Genera? Everyone else? There we go. Okay. Because we're starting right fucking now.
Now
Fox says I hit my head
let's
very hard
begin
when
with
I
a simple
slipped in the
explanation of the
kitchen.
class trial.
Nice. Very nice. Generic says, oof, you okay, Gord? Well, he's still typing, so, can't be that bad. Also, I don't have to read as much right now, because it's the trial, I forgot. They voice all of this for the most part, except for inner thoughts and flashbacks.
During the class
Also,
trial,
why is
you will present
domestic
your
abuse,
arguments for
dude?
who the killer
Look
is,
at the
and
fucking
vote
other
for
bear,
who done it.
rabbit.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But I will punish everyone
I skipped that one
besides
too
the
soon.
blackened.
I'm sorry.
And that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Such a cruel rule.
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us?
Lord Fox says, I'll be fine. I'm just gonna be laying down for the first bit of the trial. Alright, if you actually, now I thought you were joking at first, but if you actually hit your head, yeah, relax. Oh my god.
Most definitely. There's no doubt that the blackened
running
is
in the
lurking
kitchen.
among you. Such a sad state of affairs, isn't it? By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry. I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate Monami, of course.
You hate me that much?
Now, let's begin.
You're telling us to begin, but what are we supposed to do?
No complaining, let's just settle this with our fists.
Oh my god.
Were you even listening to the rules? Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall, huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
Yeah, what you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
Lord Fox says in all caps, "This is America. I can run on my private property." Yeah, but you slipped and hit your head. So what good is running on your in a place that you shouldn't be? Inark says, Monomi, why are you putting up with Monokuma? Right?
Huh? What does that mean?
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds? Huh. The most pressing issue on our minds? Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath the table.
Then, let's start with that mystery.
The reason why Byakuya's body was discovered under the dining hall table. We can start with that, but ultimately, we need to find out who murdered him. If we can't do that... No, thinking about if is a waste of time. We have to do this, no matter what. So the class trial has finally started. From this point on, I will provide simple tutorials at every important moment. I'm sorry, but please excuse my ear-tainting rudeness. As things progress through each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, all of your classmates will speak to one after the other, without any breaks. It's up to you to reveal any lies or mistakes contained within their statements. This means you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Out of all the truth bullets you find during your investigation, only the relevant ones will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to move the reticle, then fire with the left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statements, then choose your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. This is the standard stuff that we're familiar with.
Why was Byakuya's body in a place
Control
like
is
that?
still to speed it up.
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
Huh? Why?
Oop, no, whoops.
Obviously by hiding the body. They tried to delay its discovery. Like a dog burying a bone.
Huh? What he just said was strange. It clearly contradicts the information I know.
Why was Byakuya's in a place like...
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the...
After the killer
This part is still
probably
slowed down.
moved the body there. No, that's wrong.
Yeah. We didn't see any bloodstains from it being dragged.
No,
No trail.
I don't think the killer moved the body. Huh? Why? Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table. Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
And here I thought I had a genius idea.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
I
Jesus.
respond better to praise, you know.
But if the
We're
killer
just at each
didn't
other's
move the
throats already.
body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
Good deduction there, Hajime.
What? You think he was killed under the table?
That's what he just said.
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed. Then, shortly thereafter, we found his body under the table.
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
He saw something there. He had night vision goggles. They were in the Duralumin case. I'm already putting this together faster than you guys because Hajime's an idiot.
Surprise us. That dude was always a big jokester.
What? Hey guys, I'm dead. Pranked. Pranked. Look at Byakuya, the known prankster who was belittling people and made sure that no one was gonna do anything even remotely dangerous. He was a very, you know, easygoing guy, right, Akane?
The hell he was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was?
Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean you dive under the table.
The reason why is probably connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, don't you think?
Reason Byakuya dove under the table. If it's connected to what Byakuya was doing to the party, then it's probably... this may sound presumptuous, but I think that's wrong. Everyone's staring. Looks like I just made a fool of myself in front of everyone. Fuck. Dove under the table. If it's connected, blah, 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 then it's probably... He saw something. Gaps in the floorboard made sense. I guess the only other one would be the night vision goggles, right?
Crap!
What? A timer. Pose, not the case. Oh, Ibuki's account, right?
Crap!
Look We could connect it to the dialogue he had. What am I missing here? That doesn't make sense. I don't think it'd have to do with the party dishes. Oh, the murder threat, right? Oh my god. Goy Fox says, pretending to be dead prank, gone wrong. Generic adds in parentheses, actually dead. No, seriously, what is the piece of fucking evidence? The autopsy? Oh my god.
Crap!
What the fuck? Why was he under the table? Gaps in the floor. No! Night vision goggles that were under the table. No! What Ibuki heard. No! It's literally... No. He was there because there was already blood? I don't fucking know. That doesn't sound right either. No. That one I knew didn't sound right. What he was doing during the party then... Is it gonna be the case? Oh my god. What the fuck? Try knife.
I can prove it with this.
Why specifically the knife?
Probably has something to do with the knife we found under the table.
Why? Why the knife specifically? Whatever. Move past it. Doesn't matter.
Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, I am the murder weapon!
Byakuya probably noticed the knife was hidden there.
Why? Like, sure, we can guess the knife was taped there. But wouldn't the night vision goggles be tied to that too? How do you know to dive under the table? The fucking night vision goggles! Whatever. Fuck off.
So in order to get it, he moved under the table.
He is particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility. But how did he notice that there was a knife under the table?
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right?
Then, instead of knowing about it beforehand, maybe he saw it right at that moment. Like, for example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
No, that's not possible.
The knife was a distraction.
What? You seem rather confident about that.
It was to get him under the table so that whoever was under the floorboards could
course.
stab him.
I have proof to back me up.
This is almost like a real trial!
During the previous statement, there was only one weak spot. But from this point on, there will be various weak spots standing in your way. No matter how many weak spots there will be only one lie or contradiction in the debate at a time. This means there will be false weak spots. If you shoot a false weak spot with a truth bullet, not only will you fail to refute what was said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. If your influence gauge reaches 0, you will fail, so please be extra careful. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or mistakes. Also, if you concentrate by holding down the space key, you can progress the argument slowly. Please use it whenever you feel like the statements are moving too fast for you to aim. However, this does consume the focus gauge, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay.
I'm sure
what this is.
Byakuya ducked under the table during the blackout.
That sounds correct. If that's the case... During the blackout, Mr. Hamhands must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black! It was so dark I couldn't see my food! Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
I don't even have to go through that one more than once. soon as they mentioned the darkness, I was just waiting for the weak spot.
No, Byakuya was probably the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
He was using those night vision goggles we found under the table. He could have seen what was happening.
So, you saying Byakuya was the one who used those night vision goggles?
Lord Fox says, where's the dab emoji? Do we not have one? We have a bunch of, Better Twitch TV and Franker Faces Z emotes. Wow, no, we don't have any for dabbing, huh? We got Pog though. Look, we got Pog. Look at that. Anyway. I don't even know if you have Franker Face Z installed, but you should.
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
No Bible thumps! The murder already took place. We're trying to get justice now. Trying to get justice now.
No, that's obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
Other way around?
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
That's not true because they were in the case that Byakuya was guarding. Were you surprised by Mahiro's sudden argument? Yes, because she's being dumb. Just between you and me, I was also surprised. Yeah, because she's being dumb. Just kidding, I'm sorry. Now then, when this kind of argument surfaces, you will go into a one-on-one debate called Rebuttal Showdown. In this mode, you have to counter the other person's claim, draw out their weak spots, and argue against them. Please counter the other person's remarks with the WASD keys. Based on the shape of the remarks, it's important to know whether to cut vertically, sideways, or diagonally. And based on that, you can skew the debate's mood to your advantage. On the other hand, if you ignore the other person's remarks, it will skew toward their advantage. In the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, a number that shows the sharpness of your counter is displayed. This is the number of times you can cut the remarks during one round of the debate. You will lose counts of sharpness even if you miss, so please be careful. When the mood skews to your advantage for a certain length of time, the other party's argument changes. This means the conversation will develop. If that happens, they will end up divulging some weak spots. However, you cannot normally cut remarks that contain weak spots. Instead, it will skew the mood toward the other party's advantage. Plus, it's going to be very big. Okay, this is a lot of information with no visual fucking examples, so I don't know how much I'm going to retain of this right now. It's probably going to just be me learning on the spot. Just like a regular debate, please refute any weak spots with the left mouse button. Of course, if you don't have the correct truth blade, you will not be able to cut an opponent's remark. Huh? What's a truth blade? Oh my god. I am terribly sorry. It appears there has been a delay in contacting you. I will make sure the person in charge of contacting you takes a very long vacation. In this mode, truth bullets will be called truth blades. Oh my god. That's about it. There won't be any other changes to your handbook menu. Only the name was changed, but don't you think a change in feeling is important? If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Jesus Christ.
If you just use common sense, the killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
What? I can't advance forward if I'm just listening. I should let Mahiro say what she wants to say and then find a point that I can argue with.
If you just use common sense, the killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
I can't back down!
I don't know what I'm doing here. What?
If you just use common sense, the killer obviously used those night vision. That's gotta be it.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. In reality, that's so those goggles were planted if the killer brought them to the crime scene.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Damn it!
If you just use common sense, the killer obviously used those knives. That's gotta be it.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. In reality, that's what happened. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Crap!
Because if they used night vision goggles, Then they could have killed Byakuya even in reality. So those goggles were planted if the killer brought them to the crime scene.
Allow me to cut through those words. No, Byakuya was definitely the
That's
one
an
who brought those
awful
night vision
minigame.
goggles.
That's such a bad minigame. That's awful. That's so awkward. Like, why? Why?
Definitely? But why?
What's the point? Okay, we're just gonna keep slashing at it. That's the whole thing. It's fucking... Just don't let her talk.
In case Byakuya had with him during the party. We found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well. Woohoo! I said assume! Ibuki never uses such clever language.
Oh my god.
Plus,
She needs to shut up.
Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case, since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Then, was that knife inside the case too? If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about tonight's main dish.
Ew! You totally mean that in a perverted way.
The knife was brought in the Duralumin case along with the night vision goggles too? No, that's not possible. The tape. The knife was hidden in the dining hall before the party even started. I should be able to prove it. Duct tape.
I see! There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found. Huh? Duct tape? They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found the duct tape there.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid? Not only did he bring a self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
That's true. He went above and beyond, being a little cautious.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew someone was planning to commit a murder.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
You think so too, right, Hajime?
That's right. Byakuya probably knew there was a possibility that a murder would occur. See, this one's easy.
I can prove it with this. Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
Be careful. The first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone.
Hey, the hell is this?
Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage. It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
So, who's the someone?
Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Wasn't me!
Are you sure?
The only lies I tell are friendly lies!
Those are still lies.
It doesn't matter who wrote it yet. So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter.
What do you mean?
By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act.
But the letter might have been just a little prank.
As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. His strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone?
I see. Strong sense of responsibility as our leader was his undoing.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Well,
Obviously, the killer.
The killer. Is it really one of us? Who is it? Among us, who's the one who killed Byakuya?
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
But I still can't believe it. Someone in this room killed Byakuya. There's no way I can believe that yet.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
What is it, Miss Sonia?
I regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles. If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
Glow-in-the-dark paint. No, the killer definitely used a mark, and because of this mark, the killer was able to get the knife from under the table into his hands.
I see! What if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark. In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint, right?
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance?
But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark. Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
That seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker.
No.
Which means it was you, Peko Pekoyama!
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for 2 glasses wearers?
Not the killer. Oh, I guess she's not.
How can you believe her so easily?
But with Peko's height, I don't think she'd be able to reach the circuit breaker in the office.
I don't care about a technicality like that. Peko's the one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
By tripping the breaker directly from the office, Peko was the one who caused the blackout. Is that really what happened? After this debate, blue-colored weak spots will start appearing. If we call the weak spots you've seen up till now argue spots, the blue-colored weak spots will be called agree spots. When shooting agree spots with truth bullets, you need to flip your way of thinking. Instead of arguing that the other person's testimony contains lies or mistakes, please fire the truth bullets that prove the other person's testimony is correct. When your truth bullets merge with their weakness, it will become a logically sound agreement. Isn't it a little hot in here? From now on, you must infer whether it's best to argue or agree based on what's being debated. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Gorpok says, I'm looking up explanations for the rebuttal showdown system, and yeah, it's generally agreed to be a weak mechanic in the game. Cause it seemed like, okay, first off, the first part was, okay, slash everything, we can't allow her to talk, we can't just listen. I don't know why, but we can't just listen. Okay, second part, oh no, we want you to listen because there actually happens to be a weak spot, like the truth bullets, in this one, but we don't want you to do the normal slashing that we just introduced. We want you to left click with the truth blade, because it's actually just a truth bullet to counter argue it. But you don't know that until after it plays through that time, so you don't know whether or not you're supposed to just be slashing away like the first time or what. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. Okay, so we're definitely gonna have to listen to this
Since
one. Since
Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
What happened to your guard duty?
Sorry.
Oh, you weren't in the office? That's clearly a desperate excuse.
Just from listening to Peko's testimony, it's not weird to doubt her. But I feel like I spoke to someone during the investigation who totally backs up her testimony.
Since Peko was in the office,
Who was it?
she could have caused the blackout at any time.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office. Not even
Tomorrow?
before the blackout.
I agree with that.
Yeah, because that had to do with the bathroom, right?
No, I think Peko is telling the truth.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Peko.
It's nothing like that at all. Nikumaru's account is actually Peko's alibi.
I've been trying to use it many times, but the door just won't open at all.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started. And it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Everyone else besides Peko was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Peko.
I guess that would be true.
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier.
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you're so insensitive.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. It's shit.
Nikumaru.
Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners, or were you raised in a locker room?
I'm sorry.
It's fine. How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
Don't worry. The
Jesus.
smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
Oh my god.
I said it's fine.
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach. Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Hey, how did it feel to do your business in the dark? Did you get excited? Seriously, stop it.
But still, your stomach pain. Was that really just a coincidence?
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
Laxatives?
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see. That might have happened.
The question is whether Peko's stomachache was a coincidence or if someone intentionally caused it. Depending on the answer, the outcome of this trial could change drastically. Renarok says, I don't like Teru anymore. You liked him to begin with? He's always been weird. He's always been a creep.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right?
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Teru cooked the food. How suspicious!
I wouldn't do anything like that! Laxatives would ruin the taste!
Whether Peko's stomachache was a coincidence or if someone intentionally caused it. We need to clarify that first.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right?
I think it would be this one.
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you?
Teru cooked the food. How suspicious!
I wouldn't do anything. Laxatives would ruin the taste. Did you eat anything?
I don't remember
We're
eating.
gonna
Now that you met, you brought food
say
to
no
the
to
office.
the
Just a little bit
laxatives.
from...
There might have been some laxatives in it.
Because Akane
No,
ate
that's
too.
wrong.
No, it's
it's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining hall. Because Pekka wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
See, look at that.
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well.
I feel totally fine.
Yeah, what Gord Fox said. He's just made everyone uncomfortable.
Except that the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
It'd be cool if he was just a chef
I
character.
apologize for
Unfortunately,
causing
he's
a
not.
scene. Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
Oh, Jesus.
Is this bickering?
Let's just dismiss Pecco's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout.
Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to
Oh
tell
my
us.
God.
Trashy skank?
Jesus. Where'd that come from? As long as the murder happened during the blackout, then the blackout itself is what's actually important. So we need to make it clear how that blackout occurred. Irons in storage room, maybe?
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head. Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Maybe they used a remote control?
They probably messed with the breaker.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters. Or maybe they caused a power surge?
I agree with that.
That's the one.
It's just as Maya
What's
said.
her name?
The blackout was caused by a power surge.
The dancer kid called the nurse's game.
Of course, that's not a coincidence. Someone caused it intentionally. Which is why those 3 irons were arranged to cause the blackout. When you found them right after the blackout, the irons were still on, right?
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Yeah, it seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Stupid fool!
Oh shit, no, not this one. This mini game
Hold on a
sucks.
second, let me speak too!
What the heck?
You say the irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout? That's inexcusable!
Jesus.
If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage, and that means everyone who was when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the blackout. If the irons caught, then the killer had to go to the storage room before that and turn on the iron. Now do you intend to take back what you said?
Dude, the irons were responsible for the blackout, but that shouldn't be the only
But
reason.
the people in the dining hall were if the iron, then the killer had to go to the storage room and turn on the iron. Now do you intend to take back what you said? But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the blackout. If the irons caused the blackout, then the killer had to go to the storage room before that and turn on the iron. Now do you intend to take back what you said?
Damn it!
If the
I don't know what
irons in
I'm
the
supposed to
storage
use
room
here.
caused it, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the... And that means everyone who was when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the blackout. If the irons caused the blackout, then the killer had to go to the storage room before that and turn on the iron. Now do you intend to take back what you said?
Damn it!
If the irons in the storage, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the store, and that means everyone when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the blackout. If the irons caused the blackout...
Allow me to cut through those
There
words.
we go. They timed it with the air
irons are just
conditioning
one reason
turning
the
on.
blackout occurred, but they
It's
weren't the
still
direct
just so
trigger.
weird. The generic that says this mechanic seems dumb, yeah, it's still stupid. Yeah, the highlight. I understand the highlighted text is the truth blade, Gord Fox. It's just, it happens so fast, and it's fucking vertical. I had to read it first, and when you don't do anything, you have to go past the first phase again where you cut everything. And then I still have to find which truth blade I'm using because I can't fucking pause it. It's dumb. It's dumb.
The direct trigger
Anyway.
was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
I'm kind of understanding it, but it's still just
Air
goofy.
conditioners!
It's very clunky.
The timers for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
11:30 p.m. Mr. Ham Hands died around that time too.
I see. When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout.
Yeah.
I see. I understand. Indubitably.
Indubitably?
They probably checked the old building's energy usage in advance and used the irons to nearly max it out. So once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just had to wait until they started up on their own.
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout, indubitably.
Indubitably. They're both saying it now.
Miss Sonia, not you too.
Regarding the energy usage, they
Everyone by the
probably
end of the
asked
game
Mama
better be
about
saying
it.
indubitably.
Dun dun dun!
Is she right? Such a hateful bear. You deserve to die 1,000 deaths.
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet! I couldn't
Shit.
have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. Even so, I feel regret. If I was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time, and maybe the murder wouldn't have occurred.
No, the breaker in the office was built into a high area of the wall that's impossible to reach. Resetting the breaker in that darkness would have been impossible, no matter what.
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
It's alright. You don't have to worry. Because they're just a petty killer, right? They can't defeat symbols of hope like you guys.
Huh?
There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all. In the end, hope always wins. That's what I believe.
Nagito? What happened to you?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us.
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident.
You wait, okay, hold on. Gorfox, you're just now suspecting Nagito? Gorfox says Nagito sounding mad suspicious. You weren't suspicious the minute we went into the storage room and he didn't want us looking around. He was very anxious to get us in and out. That's on top of so far everything is, things seem to be pre-planned. Remember Nagito was the one that cleaned up the entire building? Oddly convenient that the one place that he doesn't want us to check is the one that he says he had no time to clean up.
For now, we found out how the blackout occurred. But the question is, who caused it, right? Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioners. Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building. What a shame. Any one of us is capable of that.
What are you implying?
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress.
Huh? Even though we have been arguing for so long?
Unfortunately, It's the truth. Despite the fact that we've discussed this at length, there's not even one clue that leads to the killing. But that might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer.
You're changing your story again?
Anyway, I have an idea about what we all should do at this point. Has anyone thought about our situation like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
Doesn't that mean... Are you saying we should all just give up and die?
Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you.
You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you. Suspecting each other like this. There's no way that's healthy behavior. Let's stop this already. We don't have to find out who the killer is. I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this to my friends. I don't want to do this either.
Me too! Please, take me home already! I want to go home and eat candy! Stop it. If everyone acts like this, I'm gonna...
Everyone calm down. We're all friends, aren't we? There's no way one friend would murder another.
Then why did Byakuya die?
Who cares? Let's just give up already.
Jesus.
There are no clues that lead to the killer anyway. Not a single one.
That's wrong. I think.
Did you say something?
'Cause we've already found a clue that might point to who the killer is.
You know who the killer is?
The killer? I don't know. But we do have a clue about a suspicious person. I think.
I see. Then care to tell me, what's this clue you're talking about?
First of all, let's try thinking about how the killer was able to obtain the knife during the blackout.
Didn't we already cover that? They use glowing paint as a mark.
No, not that. I mean before that.
Before? Is she asking how the killer got close to that table? Even if they had to obtain the knife by relying on the glow from the paint, in order to do that, they needed to get close to that table while it was still dark.
Let's try examining the situation. My hero's diagram might be useful here.
The diagram of where everyone was standing before the blackout, right? Here it is.
Dot dot. Just as I thought, this diagram is the clue. Who the killer is, and how they are able to move to the table in the dark. Dun dun dun. That's clearly shown in this diagram. First, we need to discuss how the killer was able to move to that table in the dark. The killer probably used something to help them move in the dark.
Here!
The cord. We made special note of that cord.
The killer must have used the desk lamp to move to that table in the dark.
The desk lamp? I hope you don't mean they turned on a light or something.
There was a blackout. There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
Of course, there's no way they used the desk lamp's light. The killer actually used the power cord.
I can prove it with this. They didn't turn the desk lamp on. They used its power cord.
Power cord?
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right? By doing that, the killer was able to move to the table, then use the glowing paint to find the knife.
And there's only one person here who could have done that.
Who? Nagito, the only person here who could have possibly done it.
You're the only one! Nagito, it was you, wasn't it?
Me?
Judging from everyone's positions before the blackout, The only person near the power cord was you.
Which means the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was Nagito!
That's just a coincidence.
But still, you had a chance, right? A chance to hide the knife under the table?
Where Fox says, well, what would have happened if you blamed the dead guy? Well, look at the first game. Sakura's fucking murder was a suicide. So, that's when you would blame them. Byakuya killed himself under the table for some reason. Pranked! Genera. Pop, are you serious? Serious about what? Hide the knife was when he was cleaning.
I see!
Am I serious about what?
Nagito, weren't you cleaning the dining hall all morning? If so, you would have had a chance to hide the knife.
That's...
You factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning. You're the only one who could have done it.
Seriously! That's all just a coincidence!
If it was just one coincidence,
Never mind.
it'd be fine.
What?
But when it's one right after another... I wonder, is something like that even possible?
What are you referring to, Genera?
Could it be? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
To be honest, I already prepared the drawing because I assumed something like this would happen. Wait, what? Did I miss something? Wait. Did I miss something in the case? Gord Fox says I imparted some of my 8 billion IQ onto Popcron when I helped him through the first step in the trial. I'm sure he'll do fine, just have faith, Genera. Did I fuck up somewhere? What'd I do? Oh, I'm trying to think back now. You guys are making me nervous. What the fuck did I fuck up already? Oh no. Go to trouble preparing this, just what did you think would happen? Whoever draws the chopstick with the red mark on it will be in charge of cleaning, okay? Does that sound fair?
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall, isn't it?
Narok says, okay, maybe there's something that I missed as I missed the first few streams.
I don't know if you're the killer or not, but regardless, it proves that you're
Wait,
suspicious, right?
Is Generic the one that fucked up? Aw, yeah.
If that's the case, that strange speech you made earlier, that was part of your plan too.
You got us to lower our guard and tried to hide the fact that you did it, didn't you, you motherfucker?
Lord Fox says, don't worry, Pop, you didn't fuck up. Generic just doesn't have the full picture, and your accusation seems aimed at the wrong person, probably.
Well, just admit it already!
Okay. Find out.
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, I don't want to believe it either. We investigated together. You were so kind. I can't believe you're the one who killed Byakuya. Nagito, say something!
Oh, he's gonna pull out his hair. Is he possessed?
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death! Ah, how wonderful! How beautiful it is!
Huh?
What the hell's going on? Oh, Jesus. Those eyes. At that moment, Nagito's eyes. The darkness in his eyes shone brightly, as if layers upon layers of darkness were folding into each other. As if hope and despair had been crudely mixed together.
Let's cut to the chase. You're correct. It was my doing all along. I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started.
God strings.
I'm the one who used the
Dropping
power
a bit,
cord to
if you
find
could
my
do.
way to the table in the dark. And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout. After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone, right?
Is it just me, or does he seem a little nuts right now?
A little?
But I never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. And, well, you all saw how that played out. And with a twist ending like this, I think we can all agree this ended up being a very interesting mystery. Byakuya performed admirably.
Just stop it already! Seriously! What the hell happened to you?
This does seem too easy now, Gord Fox. I
Don't
don't
tell
know,
me.
something's wrong.
Is this your true nature? Were you lying to us this entire time?
Lie? That's outrageous. There's no way someone like me could ever lie to you guys. I understand better than anyone else that I'm ultimately worthless. Too arrogant to have dreams or cling to hope. Too disdainful to actually try at anything. I've made peace with the fact that I'm a lowly, stupid, insignificant human who can't do anything right.
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets!
Oof.
He seems like the sort of person whose eyes light up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
Wait, what?
That's quite the hobby you have there. But, like, now's not really the time to bring it up.
This guy, is he the real Nagito?
Hey, Nagito! If you were behind all of this, then did you also send that threatening letter?
Yep, I sure did. There's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is that painful to look at, right?
This is weird.
But why would you send a threatening letter in the first place?
I think somewhere deep in my heart, I was probably hoping to find someone who would stop my evil deeds.
Nagito, Gord Fox says Nagito is definitely batshit and set up the knife and blackout, but I don't think he murdered Byakuya. Yeah, no, because we already determined that he got stabbed through the floorboards. But why is Nagito playing along?
Well, I bet if that really was my reason, at least some of you would feel sorry for me.
Are you making fun of us?
By threatening Byakuya, Nagito was likely able to manipulate his actions.
Then how about that old-looking building near the hotel? Well, if it's just cleaning, leave it to me. I'm actually pretty good at it.
In doing so, Nagito was able to manipulate everyone to the scene where the murder would occur. Am I wrong?
That reminds me. Nagito was the one who suggested I guard the office.
Well, not only is the storage room packed with lots of stuff, it's hard to see in there and full of cobwebs. And I was so busy cleaning the dining hall that I didn't even have time to clean the storage room. If you stayed in there for a long time, I think it would be bad for your health. In that case, why don't you guard the case in the office?
Oh, I get it. If Peko was guarding the storage room, Nagito wouldn't have been able to use the irons.
The threatening letter, along with all your suggestions. It was all a trap to manipulate us.
Yep, that's true too. But you're wrong about one thing.
Huh? What?
Gord Fox says, fuck, that handwriting is still better than mine, sad face. Honestly, same. Gord Fox says, if I'm correct, he's trying to tip you off that there's more here that's unexplained, and he wants you to discover the truth by proving him wrong, which we already pieced together. Yeah.
I didn't need to rig the drawing for cleaning duty, you know?
If that's true, then how did you conveniently get picked for cleaning duty?
He's trying to show the holes that are being
I
poked,
see.
I think.
Well, There's no way I'd expect you to remember it. A worthless talent for a worthless human.
Akito's talent? I believe his talent is Ultimate Lucky
I
Student.
see! You're the ultimate lucky student. Then, did you? That's right. I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty.
You just relied on your luck?
It's not just luck. It's true my talent sucks. But I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know?
Ring dropping again. Hopefully you didn't miss much. We're good, I think. Huh? I'm left with the red mark? Haha, for someone called the ultimate lucky student, you don't seem very lucky right now.
At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky. But it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty. Just like I wanted.
Yeah, there's still too much that's unanswered, so this is not right.
Enough. I don't care about that anymore. More importantly, why did you kill Byakuya? Answer me!
Byakuya was a very capable leader. For someone like him to get killed, the despair it brings. It's only fitting that you symbols of hope should use his death as a stepping stone to shine even brighter. That was my only motivation.
You're not making any sense!
Fine, let's start the damn vote already. I'm ready to fucking kill this psycho.
Please, Monokuma! Please, wait!
Huh? The fuck?
How should I put this?
Please just speak.
What are you saying? He's already confessed, hasn't he?
I already know that, but there's just something a little strange.
I'm gonna start skipping her parts if she doesn't just speak.
Then keep your mouth shut. Your ugly face is stressing me out. It makes me want to puke.
This is sociopath. She literally only wants to cause problems with everyone. She's just vile.
For now, might I suggest we listen to what she has to say?
But we know who the killer is.
Simply listening is acceptable. However, I won't allow this to end with mere play. Now then, let us lift the curtain for our bloody spectacle.
Gundam. From this point on, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they touch these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. Please time your truth bullets just right so they won't get interrupted by the white noise. By the way, if the difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In that case, all it means is this explanation didn't mean anything at all. It had no meaning whatsoever. Oh, please don't worry, I'm not going to fall into despair. Even though it's meaningless, allow me to say one more thing. In this debate, you won't be able to shoot down the white noise. That'll be explained later. Okay. If you press the start button during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. I think they mean escape button. They're fucking up the port. They're fucking up the port!
I think it's strange that...
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
He has already confessed.
You know...
That bastard Nagito is the one who did it. He killed Byakuya with the knife he hit.
Oh, never mind.
Thanks for wasting our time, skanky bitch!
My god.
Then let's prepare to cast our votes.
Why does Mikan think it's strange? Because she must know something that contradicts the crime scene.
I think it's strange that...
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
He has already confessed.
That bastard Nagi, he killed Byakuya with the knife.
No, that's wrong.
It had to be smaller than them though.
that knife might not be the murder weapon. That's what you wanted to say, right, Nikon?
The hell are you talking about? It's obvious the knife was the murder weapon.
But based on the entry wound on Byakuya's body, the actual weapon should be roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
5 millimeters in diameter? That's like way skinnier than a knife!
Yeah, see, look at that. Where Fox says my IQ is exponentially multiplying every fact that pieced together.
That better
Hell
be
yeah.
true. If you screwed up, I'll sell your fucking ass to a whorehouse.
Holy crap.
Not a whorehouse! Hey, why are you threatening her?
Is this what you're trying to say, Mikon? As long as we can't prove that the knife is the murder weapon, we can't assume that I'm the killer.
What are you saying? No one else can be the killer. It has to be you.
Hey, don't blame me. Mikon's the one who said it.
I'm sorry. Hey, Nagito. Are you still hiding something?
Hiding?
Like, during the blackout, did something happen between you and Byakuya that we don't know about?
Who knows?
After all this, what else do you intend to hide?
Jeez, the moment your back's against the wall, you get all silent. You piss me off.
What happened during the blackout? Ugh! If you cross your eyes like this, it gives you double vision.
Oh my god.
Don't get distracted. Our lives are at stake, you know?
Huh? Whose life is at stake?
Seriously, how long is it gonna take for you to understand the damn rules?
Nobody can see in the dark, no matter how hard you think about it. The truth is beyond your sight. Don't you think that's a pretty clever metaphor? Despite the fact that it came from me?
No, that's not it.
When Fox says I will flex my gray matter on you every stream of this game pop. Okay, sure.
Not it. What's not it?
The truth is beyond our sight. No, that can't be it. There should be some way to find out what happened in the dark.
I can prove it with this.
That one's an easy one. I've been waiting to use that one because we know who's talking.
I'm pretty sure someone could have heard it. Isn't that right, Ibuki?
Oh, real?
Oh my god. Maybe this was a mistake to have her talk. Don't act so surprised.
You were the one who told me, remember? Where everyone was shouting during the blackout?
Everyone, calm down. We gotta stay calm in a situation like this.
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on. I can't eat like this, you know.
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Perhaps the breaker overloaded?
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
Such perceptive hearing. Impressive. I'd expect no less from the ultimate musician.
It's a good thing your ears are awesome because your face, style, figure, and personality totally suck.
Jesus.
You've cut me deep with your knife of truth.
However, after hearing what Byakuya and Nagito said in the dark...
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
It almost sounds like Byakuya fought back against Nagito or something.
Well, that's actually what happened.
Huh?
As a sign of respect for Ibuki's talent, I have a small confession to make. I was actually shoved out from under the table by Byakuya.
He shoved you out?
Just as the blackout occurred, I hurried to duck under the table and grab the knife.
Was the knife for protection, not to murder?
But Byakuya, wearing his night vision goggles, caught me and shoved me right out from under the table. That's right. I'm so incompetent that I couldn't
He
even
was
grab the knife.
planning to murder, but then didn't, so someone else got the kill? Oh my god. So Byakuya stopped him when he was trying to get the knife, and he got shoved out from under the table before he could even grab it. Well, it sounds plausible. I mean, just from listening to what they both said at the time.
What the hell? What the?
I listened to that so many times. I couldn't interpret it like that. No, actually, now that I think about it, that sounds like exactly what happened.
After getting shoved out from under the table, I was just as confused as you guys.
So he's fucking batshit crazy. He just didn't end up murdering anyone this time. Oh my god.
I lost sight of the glowing paint. I didn't even know where the power cord was. Before I realized it, the lights had come back on, and Byakuya's body was lying under the table.
Well, he set everything up but didn't kill Byakuya, but it sounded like maybe he set it up either as a defensive measure or to just fuck with people, because he's crazy, because he wasn't actually going to do anything, he just wants to fuck with people. But no, he just had a failed attempt.
Are you
Oh,
saying you're
Jesus.
not the killer?
From the very beginning, the idea to throw a party, hiding
But
the
now we know to be
knife,
careful of him,
setting
because
up
he's
the
fucking
blackout.
crazy.
But unfortunately, my plan failed. And all thanks to Byakuya's night vision goggles. What happened after that? Even I don't know.
You failed? Then you're not the one who killed Byakuya?
Then we're right back to square one!
How can that be? We spent all this time talking back and forth.
Meaninglessness. What other word is brimming with so much despair? But you can't give up. You need to have hope. Do your best and move forward. Rising to the challenge again and again is why you guys are the symbols of hope.
Is Nagito really not the killer? Is this guy really the Nagito I knew before? No, there's no way I can say that. I just thought I knew him, but this whole time I didn't know anything about this guy. I didn't know his true character. It's as simple as that. But now's not the time for me to dwell on that. We need to find Byakuya's killer by any means possible. Because if we don't, we will die here. Suspended?
Well now.
Now then, the class trial has reached its climax, but okay, here's a question for you. What's this? To those of you who figured out who it is, how about you try out the Guess the Killer challenge? Whoever fails to guess the right killer will have their safe that'll melt away like butter. But if you guess right, I'll reward you with $10 billion. 10 billion? Of course, for those of you who don't know who the killer is, you can just continue
Well
on.
then, what are you gonna do?
Left mouse button, continue on. B, guess the killer challenge. Generic says, Poppy played Town of Salem. Nagito is clearly a jester? Yeah, I guess so. Lord Fox says, you got suspended, dude. The principal is calling your mom. I don't know who the killer is. I was thinking... Okay, so I had 3 suspects going into this. I may as well say them now. Nagito was one of them, going into the trial, so after all of the investigation stuff was done. Nagito was one of them. The 2 others were the princess and the chef. If either of one of those 2 are correct, let me guess the killer. I'm gonna take the Guess the Killer challenge. Lord Fox says, Chef Guy is definitely my prime suspect. Alright. What's B on the fucking keyboard that's not B? Or is this just like a... Is this a joke? Do I not get a guess? Lord Fox says, what makes you suspicious of Sonia? She was by the storage room early in the game. And then the weird note she made during the trial was just strange to me. So I just kept her on the list after that. It could just be coincidence, but this chef guy is definitely a prime suspect. I don't know if this is like an actual thing. I think it's fooling me here because I can't press anything. Right click's not working. I'm just gonna do that. Just kidding. You can't make a choice. Okay, that's what I thought. There's no way you'd be able to guess who the killer is.
And of course, there's no $10 billion either.
I was hoping it'd be mono coins, man.
You're so evil.
Villain. You're truly a villain. Would you like to save your current progress? Yes. Reopen. Okay, so we're still continuing. You know what? Oh, jeez. Hold on.
And my heart is throbbing like crazy right now. The group's leader, Byakuya, got killed. And his killer is among this group of students? No, I'm not gonna believe it. I'll never believe it. 'Cause I believe in everyone.
How much longer does this trial have? Is this where we should just pause? Because it's been 3 hours. I don't know. I was hoping this trial would be almost over by now. I don't fucking know. Hold on. Do we take a break and just start this up? Because I wanted to, like... I was hoping this be over by a little after 12, but the fact there was a break in the middle of the trial tells me maybe I should just quit here for now. I don't know. Because tonight, I have a bunch of shows that are recorded, and I wanted to catch up on them, but I don't know how much longer's left. Fuck, dude. I was hoping we'd get through all of the trial tonight. How? Someone Google. I can Google from my phone, maybe. Hold on. How long is the first trial in Danganronpa? Chapter 1 class trial video is almost 3 hours long. Class trials in Danganronpa V2 can reach 3 to 4 hours in length. Okay, we're done for the night, guys. Sorry. If I had known that going in, we would have done this differently. Okay. Now I know. Thank you, Gord Fox. Okay, so what's gonna happen now? Holy fucking crap. Okay. We're gonna finish the trial on Wednesday. And then we'll see how long that takes. And then from then on, after that, good, I have work in the morning. Oh yeah, sorry about that, Gord Fox. We're gonna do it this way per chapter. Instead of doing it, okay, we'll do all the preview stuff that sets up the investigation and trial as one stream, and then the investigation with the trial in another. We'll do the preview and investigation in one stream, and the trial itself, all on its own, will be one full stream, hopefully. And I think that'll even it out a bit more so that we don't have to stop in the middle of trials, because holy crap, I wasn't expecting that. I'm sorry in advance, guys. We'll fix that going forward. But hopefully we can get this trial done in like another hour and a half on Wednesday. We cut it there, maybe, depending how long. If it's shorter, then great. And then from then on, we do, again, the preview stuff, plus the investigation in one stream, and then the trial the next stream. So we cut it into 2 halves, you know? Per chapter, basically, if that makes sense. Daily Deadly Life stream, then class trial stream, then? Yeah, exactly. exactly what you said, Gord Fox. So hopefully that cuts it up even and doesn't have us sitting here then for 5 hours at a time because I fuck up, you know? So I'm sorry about that. We know now. We know better now. So thanks, Google, for all of that. 3 to 4 hours in length for the trials. Jesus. Jesus. Okay. So thank you guys for watching. Good 3-hour stream. Again, we'll be back on Wednesday. We'll finish up this trial and we'll do the new plan from there. And yeah, Cornfox says time to dab. Hey, you do you, I guess. So till next time, go to bed and we'll figure out who the fuck the killer is. Remember though, my prime suspects are either the chef or the princess so far. So we'll see. We will find out. Go to bed.